situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Jets had 1-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
6:30.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, City probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
You block over here. Hey, 626. Jumbo. 50.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run it with Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
56, 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 2 at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Elliott will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
88. Here, Mike. Back to more. 30. 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He finds Wilson, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Take 30. Get right. Jump out.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll send the tight end in motion. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's got some space here. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, they run their mark to 6-2.